Hello, and today we are going to do a short video just with a few updates. We've decided to get some more cleanup crew for the Blackwater tank, so there's 3 dwarf ottocinclus for this one. We did have an anchor catfish in this one, but he does hide away quite often, so we thought we'd get a nice little cleanup fish that would be a little bit more visible in the tank. So the bag has been acclimatising in here and just getting up to temperature after being in the fish shop, and I trust the water from the aquarium place. They do a lot of quarantine and testing of the water, so I'm happy to just put it straight in here. As you can see, they have immediately hidden, but just managed to capture a couple of shots here. These fish have sucker mouths, and they will stick on the glass and rocks and plants and will clean up the algae. So just brightening it up a little bit, and you can see the green rasbora and the axelrod rasbora are doing well. This is closer to the light levels that are in the tank when I view it. So the tank's been doing really well. We've got quite a lot of space in here still. Haven't quite managed to get the better yet. I'm just waiting for a what you see is what you get list from the shop, and then we can pick the better that we want. But this gives a little bit of interest into the tank in the meantime. Plants have settled in nicely. There is a bit of a snail boom in the tank, but I think that's probably always going to be the case, and I've never worried too much about having too many snails in the tank. They just help keep it clean and tidy. You can see the botanicals are degrading now, so we'll need to have some more of those in the tank soon. And the tannins have been diluted slightly with the top-ups of water that we've needed to do. It doesn't have a lid to this tank, so evaporation kind of reduces the water level quite significantly. So top-ups are certainly at least once or twice a week at the moment. Incidentally, that sharp stick, we will be cutting that back before we get the better, because it's not great. It's one of those that could cause damage to the better's fins, so we will do a bit of a pruning of the wood before we get the better into this. And just a few shots of the fish swimming about. These are becoming a fast favourite of mine. They're very lively. It's nice to see them darting about the tank. And just to give you an update on the fry bowl, the little babies are doing really well. We've got quite a few Platy babies in here, and still got a couple of the green rasbora babies we fished out. I really enjoy the Platy babies. They're like puppies. You can stand back from the tank, but as soon as one starts seeing you, they all come forward and recognise you and really give a little bit of a dance in front of the tank. This bowl doesn't have a light on it. It's in a conservatory which gets quite a lot of light even in these kind of wintry spring months, and all I need to do is just make sure that I feed them during the day. The tanks around the house generally get a feed about 7 o'clock in the evening, around about tea time. But these guys get a feed either late morning, lunchtime. And I just grind up some of the flakes and put them beneath the surface, and they gradually fall down. The shrimp and the snails pick up any detritus that's left. The green rasbora are much harder to see than the platies. You can just about see them dancing about there for the food. You can see all of the platies have slightly different patterns to them. Some of the Bucephalandra pulled itself out of the wood and rocks with the water change. In hindsight, I should have glued those down. Just means that I need to replant them occasionally. These guys are still very, very small. Once they get bigger, the green rasbora will go back in the Blackwater, and the platies will go back into the large Rapa Nui tank in the living room. There's the cherry shrimp. Don't often see the shrimp in this tank. They hide quite well amongst the wood towards the back. You occasionally see the red ones, but the wild types tend to hide. We will be renovating the canyon tank soon. It will be upgrading it from a 45 litre to a 190 litre. So when we do that, the fish that are in the canyon tank will go into the 190 litre tank, and then the 45 litre tank will become a proper shrimp and fry tank. So it'll be a lot easier to maintain. Once again, thank you for watching. Please do like and subscribe, and we'll see you again next time.